All right, we are live here in my shop in North Carolina. I'm going to give this about a minute, minute and a half, wait for a few more people to join in, and then we will start talking about the coronavirus and how it's affecting the hot rod industry. So for that 60 seconds or so, I'm just going to BS a little bit. Still been really busy, taking care of stuff around the house. I have sold the Tahoe. I'm working on a few new things right now, trying to get some more vehicles in the fleet, which I don't really need, but, want. So still have all the Packards, still have the Cadillac, still have the Buick, still have the Trailblazer. Gonna try to start making things happen. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes. I'm gonna run to the fridge real quick, and I will be right back with you. All right, so let me open this up here real quick. Live chat. All right, now we're good to go. So I was going to sit down in the shop today and film a video and post it public like I normally do. All my videos go kind of that way. But I thought it'd be kind of neat to do something live. That way you guys can ask questions and give me a little bit of feedback. Kind of curious what you're thinking. And I hope this landscape is working out okay. Otherwise I need to flip the phone, which I might try real quick. Nope, it's yelling at me. So anyway, here we go. All right, so the coronavirus affecting the hot rod industry. In the simplest terms, it's not as far as the industry goes. So some of the parts that we use, we get from China. So yeah, they're a little bit harder to get right now. But for the most part, the big issue has been lately is things getting canceled. So this weekend what's up, man? This weekend in South Carolina, Run of the Sun Hot Rod Show got canceled. Myrtle Beach is where it's normally held at, and you can't go to Myrtle Beach right now. No one's allowed in unless you're a South Carolina Myrtle Beach resident. So if you wanted to go to Run of the Sun, you're done this year. NASCAR, NHRA, the local tracks, everyone is canceling events. Galot Motorsports Park, which is our home track in Benson, North Carolina, we try to go every Thursday. Last Thursday, they had open test and tune. And if I had to guess, there was probably 150, 200 cars there, and probably 3 times as many people, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it was okay. The coronavirus, in my opinion, is kind of like a big, oh no, everyone look out. The flu has still killed more people than the coronavirus. So I won't get big into that. We all know the stats. But what it does is it makes everyone a little more cautious about things. So I go to the track, I shake people's hands, and when I'm done, I kind of think, oh, well, maybe this person shook this person's hand and this person's been exposed to this. And so, you second guess things, you wash your hands more, you use hand sanitizer. But what it's done is made everyone want to be socially distant, which is okay. I mean, if this is really as big of a deal as they say it is, we're going to have to kind of quarantine and, shelter in place and stuff like that. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. So yeah, this Thursday at Galot, instead of having an open test and tune, they're doing a private test session. 10 cars, 3 people per car. So we're going to take one of our shop cars down there because we signed up on the list and we're going to pay whatever it is to get in there. And we're going to go down there with 3 guys, 1 car, and we're going to test. Because what they're trying to do right now is keep groups of people under 50 for public gatherings. So figure you got 30 people with 10 cars, and then the track staff and all that kind of stuff going on. So as far as the hot rod industry goes, yeah, it's affecting us. We don't get to go out and see our buddies at the racetrack. People that we don't see on a day-to-day basis, people that we don't hang out with and drink beer with, the guys that we see at the track and we enjoy seeing. Well, we can't really do that anymore. So the social gatherings are a little bit lacking. And we're going to miss that. The summer just started here in North Carolina. It's finally getting warm, and we're enjoying ourselves. And thanks, Blaine. I see you're in here. We're ready to have a good time, and now we can't. I leave work now. I don't go to the gym. I come home. I work in the shop, which is a good thing because maybe we'll get some projects done. But at the end of the day, thanks, Eric. At the end of the day, we all want to be out there and have fun. I mean, it's summer. Why couldn't this happen in December, January when it's cold and crappy out? Everyone wants to stay inside anyway. So, it's going to get worse before it gets better, I feel. I'm hoping that, in say 2 months' time, everyone can get back together, go out to the track, enjoy our friends, have a few cold beers after you're done driving, and kind of. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your mom has the coronas, man. Unless it's this kind of corona. We want to get back out there and have fun and do the things that we do. And no, the Buick is definitely not going to the track because I don't race that car because I'm afraid to break it. Talking a little bit more about the industry. So, believe it or not, a lot of the parts that we use come from China. Crankshafts, connecting rods, pistons, gaskets, whatever it might be. Up at RPM Motorsports, we use a lot of stuff from different vendors, and of course, it's got to come from China. All parts do in some way, shape, or form. So when GM had the strike a couple of months ago, we had a really hard time getting parts, and that's kind of what we're anticipating now. So I need a K1 crankshaft for my 408 that I'm going to do for the Trailblazer. They have them in stock now. Are they going to have them in stock in 2 weeks? I don't know. When are they going to get more? I don't know that either. So we're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. As far as the shop as a whole, we're not really doing anything special as far as quarantine or not bringing in customers, stuff like that. We are careful. We try not to do anything, weird, like sneeze on each other. But we're a smaller shop. On the big days, we've got 8 people in the shop, 5 out back, a few up front, here or there. We have 2 full-time salesmen. We have 3 full-time techs, a full-time tuner, and the owner's son comes in and helps us, Nick. And then we have Barb that comes in and does paperwork 3 days a week. So depending on the day, we've got a few people there. Yes, I did sell the LSA. And I did sell the Tahoe as well. So I'm looking for new things. But anyway, our shop is going to operate as normal. And also, as far as businesses shutting down, restaurants are closed, bars are closed, grocery stores are going to stay open, pharmacies are going to stay open, and automotive repair shops are going to stay open because it is a necessity to the public. They need transportation. So we're allowed to stay open. Now, we are, like I said, a smaller shop. So we are kind of in the gray area as far as what we need to do right now. By no means do we want to leave our customers hanging. We want to be there to help them out the best that we can. But, none of us are really pushing for let's have big group gatherings. Yes, I did leave the cam in the Tahoe. And so parts right now, not an issue. It is going to be an issue for us if GM closes again. When the union went on strike up in Detroit, sorry, I'm reading comments as I'm talking. When the union went on strike last time up in Detroit, we had a real big issue getting parts for months. So if for whatever reason factory shut down or the parts distribution part of GM shuts down, we're going to have a problem getting parts again, which kind of leads us to go to different style of parts. If we can't get a gasket from GM, we might get it from Felpro. If we can't get a GM oil pump, we might get it from Melling. Something else that's been hard to get lately is ARP bolts. It's been harder for us to get head studs, head bolts, stuff like that. LS7 lifters. If you guys follow the LS industry at all, LS7 lifters were almost impossible to get for almost a month. We have them in stock now. Is this going to happen again? We don't know. So we're preparing. We're trying to take steps to make sure that we can accommodate our customers and make sure that they are taken care of. But on a personal level, my projects are on hold right now. I have plenty of parts at the shop to build my truck. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait. I don't know how this whole thing is going to play out in the end, whether, everything is going to close, and I'm going to sit at home for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever it might be. What's up, Adam? Glad you're enjoying the cam. So I'm on hold. I'm going to actually spend some time and work on the Packard. I'm hoping that I can continue working through this whole messed up situation that's going on right now. I don't want to stop working. And you're right, we can use parts from other manufacturers. The thing is, one of our staples has been we use GM parts on all of our builds. So, like I said, my build's on hold. I'm not going to do anything crazy right now. I'm not going to go out and buy anything. I'm just going to kind of chill. ARP is supposed to be American made. We don't know why they ran out of stuff. So they just ran out of stuff. We could not get ARP from ARP themselves, from Keystone Automotive, from Summit, from Jegs. We could not find ARP anywhere. So we are open at RPM, and we do not plan on closing. We are a smaller shop. Even with customers in the shop, we are under the limit of what they're saying, 10 people. So yeah, we're going to remain open. We're going to keep taking care of our customers. The Tahoe did go at $1291 when it had the supercharger on it. Right now, I sold it to a gentleman who lives here in North Carolina, and it's really slow. You can send me your car and I'll work on it anytime. It's no problem. RPM Motorsports, 310 Chipwash Drive. So a lot of people are talking about the tariffs and stuff between China and whatnot too. Like I said, a lot of our stuff comes from over there. I'll just use crankshafts for an example. K1, Callies, Texas Speed, all that stuff comes from China. So yeah, the stuff is in stock right now. Everything is in stock right now, but I don't know how it's going to go. So getting back to the point of this video, aside from answering questions, was how is the coronavirus affecting our industry? Right now, it's not. The bigger shops like Lingenfelter or Texas Speed, I'm not sure yet. Texas Speed being in Texas, they don't have any kind of quarantines going on yet. But it may come to a point where I need to call someone to get a part and I can't get a hold of them because they've only got 2 techs working, 2 guys on the phone, maybe the manager's there. I'm not sure. It just takes time. The true Adonis 1, what kind of car do you have? And I can answer that question. So go ahead and start throwing questions at me, guys, while I wrap this up, and I'll try to answer them the best that I can. We're open for business. We're going to keep going. Hopefully there is no part shortage. Hopefully the guys that are in the industry, like myself, all my coworkers, and all of my part suppliers, hopefully we can make through this with no issue. I do my fair share to prevent the coronavirus by drinking Corona Light. If anyone does have any questions about parts, you can always give me or my salesman a call at RPM Motorsports. Look us up on Instagram, RPM Motorsports NC. You can find us on Facebook, RPM Motorsports, or I will say the phone number a couple times. It's 919-661-7947. We are always there to help our customers out, and hopefully, like I said, no part shortages. As far as the gatherings go, like I told you guys earlier in the video, everything is canceled. So even Cars and Coffee, we don't have many local Cars and Coffee events, but they are being canceled. So there's normally one in Raleigh, there's normally one in Fayetteville. Neither of those are happening this month. I can't say that I disagree. Do I think that the coronavirus is something that I really need to worry about? No. Should I worry about the flu more? Yes. But what is going to be weird about this whole situation is the fact that so many people are not working. No one's making money. So if you're not making money, you don't have money to spend. So if you guys have any more questions, throw them at me in about the next 30 seconds, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Would I ever get a C8 Corvette? Probably not. I'm not a Corvette guy. I like big body cars, hence the Trailblazer and the Tahoe and stuff like that. Is the Regal ever going to get the 8.8 swap? Yes, it will. I should soon. But like I said, my projects are kind of on hold right now. I appreciate that, Pull Boys Diesel. Oh boy, I missed a bunch of these. C5Z06. If it's a C5Z06, Adonis, we probably do not need to upgrade the transmission, but the clutch would be a good idea. I said the Buick was an 84. Would I ever get a C8 Corvette? Probably not, because I like big body stuff, hence the Tahoe and whatnot. Red says hey as well. What's up, Kalisha? Oh, what else we got here? Do I think you will see YouTubers losing nearly all revenue? No. If anything, YouTube revenue is going to go up. What are people doing right now? They're sitting at home watching YouTube, which is a good thing. It was funny. I stopped by my friend's house on the way home tonight, and there were kids outside playing, which you never see. But no one has school, so by the end of the day, they're tired of being inside, so they're outside playing, which is awesome. I am a huge advocate of get outside and play. Don't sit on your cell phone all day. I'm sitting out in the shop right now with the shop doors open because it's beautiful outside, and I think everyone should be outside right now. B-body mods. For my B-body? Absolutely not. I'm going to leave that thing stock. It has a set of wheels on it. It's lowered a little bit, and that's all we're going to do to it. Cletus says do it for sale. Maybe do it for Dale. I am doing it for Corona. Let me go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I appreciate everyone watching. If you didn't catch this live, I hope you enjoyed it on the back end. And like I said, man, stay safe out there. Don't do anything you don't need to do. If you are watching this from an area that is shelter in place right now, I wish you the best of luck. And I know we're going to make it through this. Our president is great, and he is doing all the right things to make everyone survive this. And stay tuned. I guess I'm going to work on the Packard for a little while since I'm not buying any parts. So I'm going to goof with that guy a little bit and get back on it. So, hi, Dad. I see you in here. So, my parents are huge fans, I hope. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and we will see you next time.